And we say, thank God it's Friday. TGIF here on Breakfast Central. The weekend is finally upon us. And we are excited, except for Benga, who would wish that Breakfast Central can continue 7 days a week and 24 hours a day if possible.
I mean, if you look at my face, you could see that mixed feelings. Number one, I'm excited to be here. And then the flip side of it is that we don't get to do this all weekend. I mean, I love the show so much.
Wow.
I wish it could extend from 3 hours to about, 5 hours. And I wish we could also work on weekends. But like they say, all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. You're welcome to Breakfast Central. The best place to start your day, where we bring you all the latest information and news. And we just don't talk the news. We analyze it, we dissect it for you. We give you bits and pieces, so we carry everyone along. You have an understanding. And we just don't talk to anyone. Our resource persons are subject matter specialists and experts who understand the intricacies of what they're discussing. So you've made one very good choice this morning by joining us on Breakfast Central. I am Benga Borowa. Welcome to the program.
That's right. I'm Joe Hansen. Welcome to Breakfast Central. We're going to start off
what was your commute like today? I have to say, Lagos seems to be preparing for December in major axis around this Lekki-Ajah corridor. 5-kilometer radius of the government house. I've always complained about this. I did a report in March about the street light crisis. But guess what? They've been fitting brand new street lights, solar power street lights. The last time I saw Allen Avenue light up like that was maybe 20 years ago. No, not 20 years ago, under Governor Ambode.
Wow.
But all the dark spots, Toyin streets, they used to be very, very dark. They're taking a new light, and things seem to be looking up. The next step will be those bumpy roads, the potholes, Latif Jakonde Road, my commute to the office. And it's good to mentally register some of those potholes.
Yeah.
Even graduate into craters. So you don't run into them. Tires are very expensive.
Very expensive. Now, a new tire here is going for about 100 and something thousand bucks.
Imagine.
So it depends on the type of car you drive as well. But I mean, you've highlighted that they're fixing new street lights. The same is what I saw in Lekki. I could see they're taking off the old ones and trying to fit in the new ones, solar powered. But then again, recall that during the Governor Ambode's time, they had also mentioned that they're going to fit in solar powered street lights. I don't know what happened.
But we had Light Up Lagos then.
Yeah, there was also Light Up Lagos.
And one of the reasons why we went through a period of darkness was, I guess they were thinking of how to make the transition from fossil fuel powered lights to renewable energy, because Lagos State government said their diesel bill in a month was about 800 million, and that wasn't sustainable. This took a long time, but
let's hope that it.
And the Christmas lights on the island seem to be showing up.
I've been
Obafemi Awolowo Road. The Obafemi Falomo roundabout. They're doing some work there. There's also construction of a 5-a-side or 3-a-side beach under that bridge. Ajah Expressway is up. It's a mini tourist attraction for people that come from Ogun State. They come to Lagos with their families to take pictures at that roundabout.
People that come from where?
Ogun State. Ijoko to be specific. We have a colleague that lives there now, and this sort of things. Fascinating festival of lights, my brother.
Well, while we are praising the Lagos State government and, celebrating the great strides and the efforts that they are putting forth after listening to the complaints of you, Lagosians, I mean, we're going to touch on other states. So if you don't live in Lagos, don't worry. We know you're watching us from different parts of the world. But I mean, we're domiciled in Lagos, so we're highlighting the issues of Lagos. But well done to Lagos State Governor and the government for working to fix the lights. Lagos has been completely dark. And now we hope it's going to be lit in terms of enough light so people can see. But that's not all. While we're celebrating Lagos, this morning happens to be day 4 that Lagos is trying to tell everyone who lives on the Lekki-Ajah axis that your suffering is about to triple. And Benga, This is what we're seeing. Now, let me explain very clearly to all those who are watching. Lagos State have put out a statement that they will start rehabilitation works on the Lekki-Ajah corridor, and they were going to begin November 21st. Nigerians kicked back, and we also handled it here on Breakfast Central, highlighting the many negatives this repair works will cause. Some of them include traffic, dirty December's around the corner. We know the influx of more people, and so on. This is this morning. This is around 5:27 a.m.
Wow.
I was stuck in this traffic. What you see here is a camera from my car. 5:27 a.m. Stuck. I spent nothing less than about 22 hours on this road just to pass from what's it called?
22 minutes.
22 hours, 22 minutes. I beg your pardon. I take that back. 22 minutes. Just to pass, just to get to Chevron from the second toll gate. And
a journey that should normally take
2 minutes, 1 minute.
Wow.
You know?
Oh yes, of course.
Now that's not all, Winger. The crux of this matter is this. When Lagosians kicked back, Lagos State put out a press release, a press statement.
It's been postponed.
That it has been postponed. They will no longer engage or carry out the repair works. Their rehabilitation works would be postponed for now. But guess what? On the 21st, trucks were already there, the U-trucks. They started excavating the ground. And I remember 22nd, 23rd, I asked myself, what is going on? There's a press statement.
There's a disconnect between the contractors and the government, because they seem to be working in opposite directions. The government says one thing, the contractors just don't care about the inconvenience. They're going about their job, and it's about time the Lagos State Government Commissioner of Information and Strategy comes out to explain what is going on, because this is not sustainable.
It is horrible.
Imagine that traffic building up at this time. I don't know how school kids are going to, as early as 5:20. So imagine what is going on there at this moment. Yesterday as at 1:30, I applied that route. 1:30, it was completely chaotic. It was blocked all the way, causing mad traffic. And trust Lagosians and also those who are supposed to maintain law and order, they diverted to the incoming lane, which is to the left, and they started using one lane. And then you ask yourself, what manner of, what kind of, are we in a jungle? What kind of society?
Now, the society itself, as a government, you've passed an information. You turn around and neglect that information that you passed,
you think people
and you're doing something different. Now the works are going on. People are finding it terrible to move around because you get stuck. You now, just like you said, you're going to narrow it to 2 lanes. Why are you doing that after you've told people that you're not going to engage in the rehabilitation work? It just doesn't make sense.
They have started.
They've started.
So I don't think even if the government comes out now, they would ask for patience, that, just exercise some patience, let them finish this work they're doing, and then maybe suspend it further. But it's a slap on the face of
it's a complete slap on the face.
And this is why there's a trust deficit between the government and the people. You say one thing and then you turn around to do another thing. This is not sustainable. We analyzed this when the circular came out that repair works was going to go on. We highlighted the fact that this is a very busy period in Lagos State. We would expect more volume of vehicular traffic. But like we said, it's not rocket science, it's just common sense. What we predicted is already happening, and it's going to get worse. People would have emergencies. Time is money. People need to go for their business.
Ambulances were using one road, one way.
You shouldn't do this repair works. And if you insist on doing the repair works, why can't you do it in the dead of the night where you have minimal traffic? But no, you want to do it during rush hour, during the day. It's really not fair on negotiations, and it's terrible. If they had been maintaining this road and doing their works in the first place, it wouldn't have to get to this point where you have to do major repair works. Very sad and unfortunate, and I can only feel for the people that live on that axis, because this is some major disruption to their daily lives.
You know the sad thing, Benga, just to wrap up this conversation, they don't work at night.
They don't.
There are no fog lights. There are no lights, so no work at night. But it's the same. You resume your work with the same time. People just have to move around. I really don't understand. I think the commissioner should actually put out a statement. He owes Lagosians a statement, because it just doesn't make sense. That you put out two circulars. First one, you're starting work, Lagosians kick against it. You come out and say, okay, fine, we're going to postpone it, but you still go behind them and still carry out the works. How does that make sense?
It's really unfair. But let's hope and let's wait and see what happens in the next few days. Yeah. But let's start our wake-up conversations proper. This has elicited so many reactions on social media, with people asking the man that proposed this that he should, if he has grandchildren or family members, they should be front in line. But let's see if you agree with this or not. In a passionate call to action, Pastor Matthew Ashimolowo is calling on the federal government to rethink how it engages Nigeria's youths in the fight against insecurity. He believes that the National Youth Service Corps members, thousands of whom are mobilized every year, can be trained and equipped to support national security efforts. His message is clear. At a time when our security forces are stretched thin, we must look inward and harness the strength of our own people rather than leaving corps members underutilized. Ashimolowo suggests transforming them into a disciplined, community-based force that can help protect lives and restore peace and safeguard our nation. If you're looking at that clip that we're playing right now, these are some of the gallant National Youth Service Corps members that are using their hand to break, fight karate, use their head. Imagine that type of head on a bandit.
Wow.
That bandit is gone. So Mr. Ashimolowo might not be so far from the truth, but my own concern is make it voluntary and not compulsory. If there are corps members that are willing to join the armed forces, you could give them a right of entry or make life easy for them, but you shouldn't be compelled. Because we're talking about the military here. It's not a tea party. Lives are lost as a result of the type of work they do. They are trained to manage violence. It's not a party. This is a life and death matter. It's a very serious issue. So I can understand the reaction, Mr. Ashimolowo. He didn't even ask if it should be voluntary or not. He just said, pack all of them, let them go and fight war. Imagine somebody as gentle as Benny. Benny's our intern, by the way, fantastic youth service corps member, just freshly graduated.
So he's not collecting that.
Imagine him in Sambisa Forest with a...
Gone.
No.
Wow.
I can't even think about it. He won't do it.
No.
It doesn't all go well with me.
No,
Does it all go well with you?
It doesn't all go well. It doesn't all go well with me at all. But I just have one question. And that question is what I'm going to take, especially when we look at this story. The question is, how come the miracle workers are not, we need them now, where are they? Come and perform miracle now.
No, it doesn't work like that.
No.
It doesn't work like that. If that's the case, they will be in hospitals every day performing miracles.
No. I don't agree. I don't agree. Say you can do miracles. Miracles happen, especially when you know that there are dire straits, dire situations, so you have to use miracle to come. Our Lord in Christ, when there was a storm, a heavy wind, he told it to shh. And it hushed.
That was back
when the people were hungry.
Sins are too much. It doesn't work in 2025. That was back. If anybody's doing that...
When there was hunger, I used 5 loaves of bread,
that was back then.
So what's happening? If a man of God is coming out to say, do this, that's just one question I have before I move to any other thing. But my point is, with the powers that have been bestowed upon, in quotes, the men of God, why don't you use the powers now? Control some things, change some things, and so on and so forth.
God has given us the intelligence and the faculty all we need to address situations that are facing us. So if we apply ourselves diligently, we'll be able to overcome any challenges, and that's how the world works.
Wow, Benga, you should go for some Agborowa ministries.
No, I'm just, it's just what it is.
It's ethics.
Yeah,
Okay, I understand.
It's not bad.
Anyway, that's just my question. But aside from the question, we don't know if Nigerians are talking. It would have been nice to see what Nigerians are actually saying concerning that.
Let's hear Mr. Ashimolowo himself.
Okay.
I think we should listen to him, so we're not quoting him out of context. You can understand the words of the man of God. Okay, our producers are saying you don't have that video, but let's take a listen. Yeah.
All right. Auditor Son says, respectfully, this suggestion misses the point. NYSC members are mostly unarmed, fresh graduates, not trained security personnel. Instead of turning a civilian youth program into a makeshift defense unit, the federal government should focus on equipping and reforming the actual security agencies, investing in intelligence, technology, policing, and addressing the root causes of insecurity. Dragging NYSC members into counterinsurgency is not a solution. It's an admission of failure. What young Nigerians need is protection and opportunity, not deployment into dangerous security gaps created by years of government negligence.
And who told Pastor Matthew Ashimolowo that there's a shortfall in manpower? All these Agbiros, area boys, NURTW
you're going to my second
that are
point.
there. They're just, you have Nigerians faffing around.
Let's go. Don't worry. We'll come back. Nigeria's insecurity crisis isn't born from a shortage of capable fighters. Our forces, I beg your pardon, are ready. What's missing is leadership with backbone and the political will to act. Throwing NYSC members into combat isn't bravery. It's a reckless shortcut that betrays the nation's youth. Okay, that's another one. Daniel Rega says NYSC members are already doing more than enough serving and risking their lives every day doing that. They will not be used as government's tools. All right, everyone is warning.
Well, maybe it's because they increased their alawi.
The Empress says this man has long left the shores of Nigeria with his family. Just a gentle reminder. Take note. Oga was making sense before. Now he don't enter one chance. What does he mean by that? Is the NYSC the army? Where is the Nigerian army? I mean, only civilians body, then they get power, according to Kobe. Finally, federal government should also train pastors.
I love this. It's true now. They are miracle workers.
Queen Ezekiel Joshua says federal government should also train pastors to combat insecurity. And that is hit.
Wow.
Not eat. Hit. Like
what is good for the goose is good for the gander.
Yes, now. We have said it
we're entitled to our opinion, and it's the same way he suggested it. She's also suggested.
But let me say this.
Yeah.
If you come to Lagos, the Southwest, especially the Southwest, domineering the streets are who you know as AKA street urchins, AKA hello area boys. How far?
Young able-bodied men,
young dogs. Use them. Let's train them. You know why? This is not in any way a derogatory term. This is based on the fact of what is presentable. You always see them vibing, angry, always ready to fight, always shouting, wow.
So channel it into something productive.
So come. You have the vibe. You look like you will be able to, you're a combatant.
Yes.
Come here.
You have the vibe.
Come together. Let's make it work.
Catch the vibe and get the feeling.
You know, like, this is Friday, I'm enjoying this show.
Yeah.
Wow. Come, let's make it work. You know, let's have it.
Yeah, and
put them together.
You have youths in that pocket across the country, and that's why that training is very important to, the transition from civilian life to a military life or semi-military, a very disciplined life. They understand regimentation. You teach them weapons handling, tactics, things they should understand, and you're making them gentlemen. That's why they always refer to officers as officers and gentlemen.
Yeah, because the training is not just for fighting.
It's not just
it helps
for
you.
fighting.
You train on self-control and
self-control.
all that.
Your financial discipline. So many things that you can learn, and there's no shortfall of that. So I don't even think we should be thinking NYSC, as one of the responders said. It's a shortcut to our problems. Why NYSC? You shouldn't even. These are fresh graduates. So
in other words, in a scale of 1 to 10, Nigerians don't agree with Pastor Ashimolowo's statement. Yeah. Not accepted. That's exactly what people are saying, that it will not go down well. It will not happen. It's not going to happen. Well, that's our first story on Wake Up Conversations, looking at the proposal to draft NYSC members into what Nigerians think should not be a conversation. But let's move on now to another Wake Up Conversation that we do have to discuss with you. This time we're going to look at, most importantly, a shocking story. Now, there's this statement that's been made by a few Nigerians. I don't know if you were part of them. And that statement is one, well, I don't really agree with. And they say, last, it will touch everybody. I don't know if you've heard about that, that line.
I do, yeah.
When we heard that statement, I personally wondered why. And I saw the picture of a former governor. And I said, why are people making this statement on a former governor's story? I had to click, and then, of course, I found out that, I had missed the story. Well, the sad story is former Anambra State Governor Dr. Chris Ngige narrowly escaped death after gunmen ambushed his convoy in a chilling reminder that Nigeria's security crisis is no longer confined to remote villages or vulnerable communities. It's now knocking on the doors of the political elite. The attack, which occurred during a routine journey, has reignited urgent questions about the state of national security and the growing boldness of armed groups. While Ngige emerged unharmed, the message is loud and clear: no one is immune any longer. Perhaps now, with a threat hitting closer to home, those in power will feel a deep urgency to act decisively, as we saw in the responses and tweets under this story on various social media platforms.
And, investigations. And updates on this story is that, sadly, one of the security aides passed. So it wasn't victimless. He paid the ultimate price and lost his life, which is very, very sad and unfortunate to hear this sort of news. Terrible, terrible times.
Very sad, very sad. Well, the SSA to the FCT minister also put out a tweet. This also included other politicians who equally put out statements. Larry Olayinka says, lady recording attack on Ngige's convoy shot dead. An unidentified lady has been confirmed shot dead during an attack on the convoy of a former governor of Anambra State, Chris Ngige. According to a former spokesman of the former Minister of Labour, Fred Chukwulobe, in a statement, the attack occurred on Thursday, just yesterday. Now, Chukwulobe said the attack occurred on Wednesday on the Nobi Road in Idemili North local government area of Anambra State. He said Ngige was not in the convoy when the attack occurred, but a policeman in the pilot's car was shot and his gun and uniform taken. He said the suspected assailants were dressed in the police and army uniforms. He added, unfortunately, a lady who was recording the shooting was fatally shot by the gunmen. A shop owner who raced to find out what was happening was also shot, but he only lost a lot of blood and will be operated upon soon to remove the bullets. He is expected to make full recovery. The pilot's car was riddled with bullets. No policeman was killed, and the escort leader who was shot has been operated upon and is expected to make full recovery. So that's the update on who. So the policeman actually is going to make it. He will survive. The shop owner was lucky as the bullets didn't lodge in his spine. Oof. I just got off the phone with His Excellency and he confirmed the development, promising to do all he can to ensure that those injured receive adequate treatment. He also commiserated with the family of the unfortunate lady who was killed while videoing the scene. The police in Anambra State is yet to officially issue a statement on the incident. I'm worried because these persons who committed this act were dressed in police and army uniform. And we are living in a time where this is Dirty December. And in Dirty December, I'm just using the word Dirty December because let's just say the festive season. The festive season, you have a lot of people moving around and security operatives everywhere. And they're all dressed up. So how do you identify who is true?
Who is genuine or not? I mean, and this calls for, I'm surprised that the Anambra State Police Command has not issued a statement on that very unfortunate incident that happened with the convoy of the former governor, Mr. Chris Ngige. We really have to step up the security situation, do something about it across the country. And I'm very happy that Mr. President has deemed it fit to declare national state of emergency, but it should go beyond just talks and rhetoric. We need to see action, and hopefully the police will swing into action and apprehend those responsible. Because you don't want a situation where civilians are second guessing. Because when you see a police convoy or military checkpoint, you're not really sure if they are real security men or the men of the underworld that carry out this sort of despicable attacks. So security needs to be tightened all across the Federation, and justice must be served. But let's take a listen. Not take a listen. Let's look at what Nigerians are saying with regards to this incident. Grace says, wasn't there an order given to withdraw all policemen from VIPs?
Can you imagine where Grace is going to? Ha.
Travel and Fashion Guide says, the insecurity in Nigeria must be checked with urgency or it consumes many. Reiterating what I said. Ramadan Eniola says, these people really don't have fear now. And as much as we take this rubbish from them, they will start to think highly of themselves. Now that they've started attempting to attack politicians and big people. Observer says, Niger, more footage of the attack shows militants arriving on the site. The base, okay, this has nothing to do with the story we just shared. Prince Adebajo Adedeji says, why is he still keeping police officers to himself? I thought Mr. President said to withdraw police officers from all of them.